Good afternoon. This is Victor Jimenez with Sewerline Check Professionals. I'm here at 9371 Beverly Crest Drive in Beverly Hills, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line for Robert and Cecile Rosner. Now, the main sewer line is a portion of the waste drainage piping which is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drainline system to the public sewer. The building drainline system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping which are underneath or interior to the structure. Today's video examination does not focus on the building drainline system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drainline system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drainline video examination can be set up through our office. Alright, so basically what I've done today is I've accessed the main sewer line from a maintenance access located in the utility area just behind the garage. That was the most obvious access point when I first started, but I'll cover that as we continue on with the inspection. That is the location that I chose to start the inspection from. So we pushed out basically from this access point in the utility area, room. We pushed out towards public sewer, and I've zeroed out the camera where the line actually exits the building. So the line isn't a very long line. It's only about 34 feet from where the pipe comes out of the building to where it actually connects into public sewer, which is what we're looking at right now. So the video today is going to be shot coming from public sewer back up to the access point that we started from. Alright, now, pulling away from public sewer, what we're looking at here is a short section of vitrified clay pipe. Now, vitrified clay is a very common material for main sewer lines. It has a long service life expectancy. However, some of the issues that are common with clay pipes are that they have roots in at the joint areas. That's a pretty common issue. The other thing is that they're a more brittle material, so they have a higher likelihood of damage during seismic activity and earthquakes and that sort of thing. Now, we have that just short section there that's an exposed vitrified clay. Now, what we're looking at here is that about a foot away from that connection point at public sewer, we have the clay pipe that's had a lining system run through it. Now, a lining system is essentially a sleeve that's run on the inside of the pipe. The reason that this is done is essentially it's promoted as a rehabilitation method for older or failing systems. It can do a number of things, but specifically in a clay pipe, what its kind of main use or intention is that you have the sections of the joints which are exposed, and the lining system will essentially seal those joint areas, seal those gaps, so you don't have basically things coming in or roots penetrating that section of the line. Now, something to just kind of keep in mind here is essentially the lining system on this pipe was only run through a short section of it. We went from about 32 feet to 26 feet there, so it's only about 6 feet. Lining systems, there's a couple things. First, lining systems, there's hundreds of possible lining systems that are on the market, or the length or the service life of this liner. From what I can see, the lining system is at least held intact so far. It's not broken or cracked, so that is good. But the issue here with where you have a lining system that's run through a short section of pipe, what occurs is that when you have that section of liner, you shouldn't be doing regular maintenance or cleanings through those lining systems. The lining systems are not designed to be able to handle the weight and basically the pressure of modern cleaning techniques, whether that's snaking or whether that's like a hydrojetting, like a high-pressure water hose. Specifically sections of clay pipe where you have exposed pipe, it's very common to have roots come in at those sections. And when you do have roots coming in those sections, what you need to do is you need to have the line cleaned so that you have the debris from that pipe gone. Essentially, you have the roots being knocked out of the line. Now, here's essentially where we pose a problem of you have a pipe that it is normal and common to need to get it cleaned, but then you have a section of it which you don't really want to have cleaned, because the more that you get cleanings done on that section of lining system, the faster that it erodes, the faster it deteriorates, essentially. I didn't see any massive root intrusions or really anything that significant yet in terms of my inspection, which is good news, but it doesn't mean that the roots won't come in. It doesn't mean that the inspections or that cleaning won't be necessary. It's something that, with essentially my recommendation when we run into situations like this is get the line inspected before you're just going to go and put cleanings on a regular maintenance schedule or do them annually. Get the line inspected in a few years to determine are the roots growing in, and if they are growing in, how aggressively are they growing in, how often do we really need to clean the pipe. And that will give you an idea of how often the cleaning schedule is, and then you can determine what needs to be done with that lining system. For the time being, I wouldn't recommend just arbitrarily going and cleaning out the line. Now, in the process of doing my inspection, somebody ran either the laundry or dishwasher or something. I didn't cover this a little bit because I was talking about something else, but what we converted into at about 20 feet there was a section of ABS plastic piping. So 20 feet of pipe basically as the line's exiting the building to basically about the sidewalk, we're looking at a plastic pipe. Plastic is an excellent material for main sewer lines. It has a long service life expectancy. It also has a very smooth inner surface, so it's efficient at washing out debris. Lastly, and most importantly, it's intended to be impervious to root intrusions, so you're not going to need to be doing cleanings as often. So overall, that's excellent. Now, what we're looking at right now is we're essentially sitting, the camera is sitting on the side of the house, walking up to the front door, and there actually is a main sewer line cleanout in the planter area there that is exposed. I didn't see it on my initial walk through the building, and I found this access point, so I chose to start from here, but there is an access point outside the house, a main sewer line cleanout, and if you were needing to get the line clean, this is where we would start from. So at this point, we're entering the building drain line system. Not the focus of my examination today, but I did pass through it, so I will comment. The building drain line system essentially is an original cast iron pipe. Now, cast iron is a material which typically has a service life between 70 to 80 years on average. As it gets older, it goes through basically some stages of deterioration or degradation. And it's basically just something to keep in mind that the pipe eventually will need to be replaced, but from what I saw today, we're basically looking at just some regular rust and scale buildup. Nothing too significant, nothing to indicate that there's any break or crack in any section of the pipes under the house. But again, just something to kind of keep in mind, make sure that nothing's going to get any worse. So again, inspections are something that I will be recommending for this system. But overall, I don't have any repairs to recommend, pretty much just keeping an eye on the system, making sure that certain conditions don't get any worse. So with that, I'm going to be wrapping up the video portion of the examination for today. Once again, this is Victor Jimenez with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.